Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Kråkan, and welcome to Classy Movie Rambles, where I talk about old movies that I found in my closet while cleaning. This week's movie is Transformers Prime, Darkness Rising, and it's a CG animated series from 2010, and it's about 21 minutes long, and this is the pilot episode. So it starts with two Transformers talking to one another, Cliff Jumper and RC. So Cliff Jumper is a car and RC is a motorcycle. And Cliff Jumper finds a deposit of Energon, which I think is like a resource for both the Transformers and the Decepticons. So what happens is, before he does anything, he gets jumped by Decepticons, and he attacks them head on, and he gets captured by them, and Energon is destroyed, and he basically gets captured by the main bad guy of the story, Starscream. For some reason, Megatron is gone, and we'll find out later in the episode what's happening to him. But anyway, the other Transformers arrives too late to try to save him, and they think they're dead because they find like a piece of his helmet or horn or something. And then cutting to a kid working at a burger shop named Jack, and he's not pleased with his job, surprisingly, and he gets off his shift, and he gets on a bike, which turns out to be RC. And he admires the bike, and he says like, someday I will have a bike like you. And two young teenage girls makes fun of him, or probably girls in his own age. And then two twin cars Decepticon decides to attack RC, and because Jack is on the back of the motorcycle, RC has to be, hanging on for dear life as RC try to outrun the Decepticons. So there's a chase, and he gets let off in an alley, and then he just tries to walk home, and then the cars kind of get on him and try to attack him again, and then RC picks him up, and they drive down the freeway, and Bumblebee tries to help her out. So even later, they make like this big jump off the freeway down to like not a water reserve, but like a ditch, a concrete ditch to kind of divide the water out from the freeway, I guess. And there's this other little kid there named Raph, and they kind of get attacked by the Decepticons, and RC tries to defend them, and they crawl into a pipe, and Bumblebee kind of try to defend them off, and then I think his name was like Bulkhead. Bulkhead arrives, and the other cars kind of scatter. So back at the Autobots HQ, Optimus Prime informs RC that her and Bumblebee needs to pick up the boys because now they are in danger, and then cutting to Jack at school talking to Ralph, and Bumblebee arrives, and Ralph without hesitation jumps into the car, or into Bumblebee I guess, and Jack rides with RC, and there's this other girl called Mika, and she sees the cars talking and whatnot, and they have to bring her along as well. So they drive down to the headquarters, and they get to talk to Optimus Prime, and he drops the whole pointer scene and telling them about the war between like the Autobots and Decepticons, and all about the whole idea, like how Megatron was his brother at one point, brothers in arms, and how he betrayed him. And then cutting to Megatron in present day arriving from like a portal out in space, and that's how the first pilot episodes end. So what do I think about this movie, this pilot? Well, it's actually good animated, well animated, and it's not like I said like the same kind of quality as the films, the movies, but it's well enough, and it's made for kids, so you can't be that critical. It looks good, it looks fine. So I obviously picked a short episode because I've been doing this for 1 year, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And it's kind of this funny moment where you've been doing it for a year and you realize a couple of things. So I'm gonna reach on back here. Try not to knock too much stuff over. So when you write a script for a story, you write a few like pages here and there, and you realize that for like a two-hour movie, you write like 7 to 6 pages of like hinters, and I use like a red pen to mark the script on how I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to talk about, like keywords and stuff. So this is what a year of like movie reviews look like, and it's actually kind of a thick bundle. So it's like 52 movies in there. So I'm not treating this as a special occasion. I started doing like reviews and later even the podcast and everything just because I wanted something to do during COVID and everything. And I had a middle-age crisis where I didn't really know what to do. And I just sat down, like, I like YouTube, I like community, I like the people around it, and even later, like Discord and Twitch and whatnot. And I figured, this is something I want to do, mainly for myself, but if others watch it, it's fun too. And I mean, it's not like I'm like a huge kind of influencer or anything. It's not like, I have my own take on things, and I just do it for fun and everything. So, and that's also part of like these reviews. That's why they're called like closet movie rambles, because I ramble a lot and I just talk about passionately and have an open and honest opinion what I think about the movies. And that's, in my opinion, how reviews actually are supposed to be. You have a script, but you kind of deviate a bit and you put in some funny laughs and funny moments and whatnot. So I just want to say, like, thanks for like 1 year of you watching me and following my content. I'm not a huge speaker normal wise. I mean, except for the ramble bits I get. So I don't know. Thanks for listening and watching, and take care.